who's self-proclaimed 6'5" and never touched any steroids in his life? You're right. The answer is Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock. Known for his kind aura and motivational personality, behind the scenes, The Rock is known for some of the most ridiculous purchases just to flex on the world. With over $841 million in net worth as of 2024, here are some of the craziest purchases The Rock owns to flex on an average Joe like us. The Iron Paradise Gym. Starting off with The Rock's own identity and one of the most controversial things he owns to not only flex on regular people, but also other superstars. It's the insane Iron Paradise Gym. This is a custom state-of-the-art gym that weighs over 40,000 pounds and has equipment that would make even the current Mr. Olympia's jaw drop. With an estimated cost of $300,000, this luxurious gym contains not only the most elite type of equipment, but also a full kitchen where The Rock's meals are prepared and a full crazy sound system so he can vibe while working his soul out. So this begs the question, why is purchasing your own gym such a huge controversy? You see, this gym is fully transported to any filming location and takes over 100 crew members to fully assemble and stock it up with the latest and greatest machinery. When the fans got to know about all this, talks about The Rock's narcissistic personality went online, which not only led him to lose some fans, but in the eyes of the regular public, he lost some respect too. What do you think about this move? Do you think The Rock needs this moving gym? Or could he just work out at the closest regular gym for his movie shoots? Ownership stake in the XFL. Next up, we have an ownership stake that might still haunt even The Rock to this date. The NFL is one of the biggest football leagues in the world. When The Rock got famous and wanted to do something impactful, he decided to tackle the football world itself. So with his longtime business partner and ex-wife, Dany Garcia, he purchased a $15 million football league called the XFL. This was the most significant purchase for the Samoan Beast and flex that even big-time investors like Mark Cuban would remember until the end. While this purchase was enticing for more investors, there came a considerable controversy that ultimately led to XFL's demise. To turn himself into the ultimate motivational machine by partnering with none other than the US Army. This $11 million partnership aimed to boost recruitment through Army branding during games featuring none other than The Rock himself. However, due to failed commitments from The Rock's side, the recruitment suffered, and the Army even missed the enlistment targets in 2023. Sounds like a weird flex, but The Rock managed to be in the limelight even though he failed an entire organization. Is it a flex, or does The Rock have a magic potion to always be in a good light? Let us know in the comments down below. The Pagani Huayra. And when you're a 6-foot absolutely menace of a musclehead, what's the one thing that you can't do? It's fitting in one of the most luxurious sports cars. So instead of buying a supercar that everyone flexes, The Rock went beyond that and got himself a hypercar named the Pagani Huayra, known as the hypercar of the year 2012. This car cost The Rock a whopping $3.4 million. However, the craziest part of this car is that it is even shorter than half of The Rock. Pretty crazy, right? But does he fit in the car? Well, let's just say that it's a sport for Dwayne to get in the Huayra himself. But when the competition was high and everyone was buying one of those Bugattis, The Rock really had to outdo everyone by purchasing an Italian masterpiece that almost no one could get their hands on. The Rock's Terramana. Another flex that The Rock did was founding the Terramana Tequila with the CEO, Richard Black. In early 2020, when other athletes like Conor McGregor released their whiskey or alcohol brands like Proper 12 and gained a significant portion of their net worth, The Rock wanted to try something of his own. So there, we saw the release of Terramana, which certainly boosted his net worth and made him one of the richest actors in the world. What's crazy about Terramana is that The Rock's stake in the company could be up to $3.5 billion. But that's where different controversies came. There are dozens of subreddits claiming how overpriced the tequila products are for the quality that they offer. Since The Rock was at the forefront of this company, flexing his wealth and his luxurious lifestyle, he was the one who got rocked by the fans. People started saying that Terramana is the type of brand that is run on marketing gimmicks and cares more about its ads than the actual product itself. However, after a lot of these controversies, The Rock and the company decided to expand its distillery operations, aiming to improve according to the market. That is one of the biggest flexes that The Rock has, because not only did he save a company from failing, but but he also made it an even bigger one. Political engagements. Not everything has to be tied with money, because the biggest thing that The Rock owns is himself. Back in 2021, The Rock actually considered running for president, saying that he would do it if the people wanted it to happen. But in 2023, he revealed that multiple parties approached him in 2022 about a potential RUN, but he refused it. Then, in 2020, he even endorsed Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, marking his first political endorsement, and even said that it was his best decision at the time. But in 2024, he thought that his own action created a huge division in the country that made him teary. The Rock's superpower is not just his wealth, but the influence that he has. Huge truck collection. While sports cars might not fit him, they don't need to. That's because The Rock has his own truck collection that could make a White House disappear with all the aura they exert. Firstly, he has an F-150, which is a standard truck. But The Rock doesn't shy away from going Mike Tyson on their trucks. He even has a Hennessy Velociraptor V8, which costs him around $150,000. But even these trucks weren't enough to fit his tall and long body, so he went on to get a custom blacked-out pickup truck, which is something that is only made to flex on other people. But an even bigger flex that he has is that he gave his own custom-built pickup truck to a fan, which broke the internet. Final verdict. The Rock is one of the most motivational personalities for the youth, but at the same time, he loves to flex and feel like the main character in this competitive, star-filled world. What is the most ridiculous thing you think The Rock bought? Let us know in the comments down below, and subscribe for more rich drama coming your way.